You have clicked on 4x4 OLL Parity. Now what this algorithm does, I think, is pretty self-explanatory just by looking at it. The entire cube is solved except for this pair, which needs to get flipped over. Now in performing this algorithm, you want to have it positioned exactly like this, so the pair is closest towards you, and then it'll work that way. Now I want to talk about the algorithm for a second down here. It's a bit long, but it does have a pretty good flow to it. Now you'll see that the first one is an RW. So what the W means is the two layers together. So an R is just this one, RW is this one here. Now if you go 3 over, you can see there's an X, and then 4 from that is an X prime. So X is a cube rotation. It's turning it end over end. Now X follows the same rule as R. So when you do an R, it's that way. So an X is this way. If you do an R prime, it's this way. So X prime is towards yourself, just like the R prime is. Now, again, you can also see that there are lowercase r's and lowercase l's in this one. So when I'm referring to lowercase, I'm talking about just the R, the inside one. So an lowercase r is just this. A lowercase l is just that. And same with L prime and R prime. With that being said, let's go ahead and learn the algorithm for this. I'm going to go through it slowly and say each one as I go so you can follow along if you want. The first one is RW, U2, RW, X, U2, small r, U2, X prime, small l prime, U2, small l, U2, small r prime, U2, small r, U2, RW prime, U2, RW prime. And you can see that fixed it. Now, looking at all of the algorithm there, you can see there's a lot of U2 moves in there, and you might have seen that I'm doing thumb finger when I'm doing it. And the reason for that is because with all of these R and R primes and all that kind of stuff, I find that it's very set up to do this move. It's a lot easier to just do this than do the double finger or a double single finger if that's what you're into. I find it a lot easier to do this. So that's just me. You can go ahead and do it however you want to do it. Now let's talk about how to recognize this during a solve. So I'm going to go through and solve the F2L. So here we can see that I've got an OLL parity. Now I know this because there's a pretty simple rule. Now we can see this 4 piece here is the center, and we've got this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge. Now these 3 are flipped up, and this one is flipped down. Now if you ever have 3 that are flipped up, you have OLL parity. Also, if you only have 1 that's flipped up, you also have OLL parity. So then you can go ahead and perform the algorithm, making sure the parity was towards you, of course. And then you can see that the parity has been fixed. Then you can go on with solving your cube. So it's pretty simple, just one algorithm on this, and it does flow pretty nicely. I'm not super fast at it yet, but I'm sure that I will. And yeah, so now you can go ahead and click on the home page and start learning another one.